Good morning, guys. So today I am attempting to make Pane di Pasqua, which is an Italian Easter bread. My mom made it every year. This year I am going to her place and I thought I would surprise her with her bread since she won't be making it this year. The recipe and all the measurements will be found below in the description if you're interested. Otherwise, let's get started. Start with a small saucepan, and to that saucepan, combine your butter and your milk. Over low heat, heat until butter is just melted. Be sure not to overheat it, otherwise you'll kill the yeast. Your target temperatures anywhere to 110 to 115 degrees. Right now I've got this looks like it's about 105 degrees, bouncing around. So this is plenty warm. Just an FYI, don't overheat your butter and milk mixture. So once you've got your milk and butter mixture up to temperature, from here you're going to mix in 1 packet of yeast and just a teaspoon or so of sugar. The sugar feeds the yeast and activates it, and it starts the blooming process. I like to throw a quick whisk just to get everything all mixed up. All right, and just set that aside and let it bloom. All right, from here, get your mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can do this by hand. It's going to take a lot longer, but I do highly recommend a mixer. To the mixture, add your eggs. I like cracking the eggs into the bowl in case any shells fall in and you're not ruining the batch. And as you can see, I cracked these successfully with no eggshell. All right, so take your eggs, add them to the bowl. The rest of the sugar, add that to the bowl. Some vanilla. I'm using some vanilla paste, but you want about a teaspoon. And now add half of that butter mixture. Add half of the flour that you've measured out, about 4.5 cups. So you're only going to drop in half of this, a couple cups. You're going to want to use your dough hook. Start mixing everything together. If necessary, scrape down the flour off the sides of the bowl just to help it mix a little bit better. Okay, so as it starts to incorporate, you can add the rest of the flour and the rest of your yeast milk mixture. And continue mixing. All right, so once your dough forms, pull it out. Knead it a few more times. All right, form yourself a nice dough ball. And from here, you're going to place it into a clean bowl. Cover and let it rise and rest for about an hour. And then we'll move on to the next. Okay, so after an hour, you have a risen ball of dough. Punch it down and drop it onto a clean surface. And from here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to divide this into 12 equal pieces. So let's cut it down the center and then split each one of these. Again, let's move a few of these to the side. And here's what you need to do. Roll your dough into about foot-long ropes. All right, so just work this back and forth. Ideally, what you're looking for is about 12 inches. And the same thing with this one. Okay, all right, so now that you have 2 equal rope doughs, bring the one end together and pinch it together like this. And then from here, twist together like this, and then close up the bunch like this, all right, and seal the other end up like this, all right. And what you end up with is a bread knot. Whisk together 1 egg and about a tablespoon of water to create this glaze, and then just brush it over like this, okay. Now here's what makes this fancy. At some point you're going to want to color some eggs. Do not hard boil the eggs. Traditionally, Easter, you hard boil the eggs and then you color them. In this case, you're going to want to color a raw egg because we're going to nestle this right into the middle of the knot, and it will cook while it's in the oven. All right, boom, just like that. Now, another optional thing you can do is sprinkle some sprinkles on your Easter bread. It just gives it a little extra festive look. Make sure it's tied together and then transfer to a parchment paper lined baking dish. all right? And repeat with the rest of the dough. And then when you're all done, you should have bread knots with an egg in the middle and a little bit of sprinkles. And we're gonna put this in the oven, 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Check them out. I don't even want to eat them. They're just so perfect. They look so cool. But this is it. So this is the completed project. Amazing. Beautiful. I put them in for 25 minutes. I let them cool for about an hour. So now they're a little easier to hold, to handle, and they're warm still. So, like I said, I don't really want to tear it open, but I guess I have to, right? Which one? Which one do I do? And what I want to show, let's break one open. Look at that beautiful bread. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you see that? Oh yeah. That's really good. I think my mom's gonna be really proud of me. And I can't wait for her to do it. Now, the egg. I had mentioned to y'all that the egg was supposed to go in raw. Personally, I don't usually eat the eggs, but now that they've been in there, they should be cooked. So let's find out if they cooked. Yep, they're cooked. But peeling them, all right, I don't want to get shell. Oh, well, see, they're not cooked all the way through. They're still a little soft. Like I said, the eggs, in my opinion, are just for decoration. They're not really intended to be eaten. Now, my mom actually would hard boil her eggs, color them, and then put them in the bread. She says they were edible, but others will say they're not. Here we go. So this is like a soft boiled egg. See it jiggling? Still a lot of shell in here. So before I crack this open, oof. Boom, there you go. So actually, this is not bad. I like a little runny egg. So, pretty good. So here you have it. Italian Easter bread. Oh, I got shell. I think it came out lovely. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna bring it to my mom and I'm gonna present it to her and hopefully she's like, oh my God. So yeah, here you go. If you like this recipe, give it a try. Let me know how it comes out. And if you saw something I could have done better, maybe some suggestions, please comment below. Let me know what you thought. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you would. And we'll see you in the next video. Happy Easter.